Hey guys, Hakeem here. I've spent some time in the deck editor updating Golgari Swarm, and gonna take it out for a spin and see how it plays. So, that first opening hand wasn't very good. Only had forests and a bit of top end stuff. This one here has 3 mana, Reckoning Muse, but we got a dragger that we can cycle on turn 2, and we're on the play. So we're going to keep this. I had a few thoughts in the DLC updates video, and then I've been kind of going back and forth. I'm not sure exactly where I want to take the deck. Daniel Wagner suggested I use Brain Maggot. I'm not sure about that. I want to do that, but I was waffling back and forth on these guys, and ultimately I cut out the Runescarred Demons for Sheoldred and Craterhoof. I'm gone up to the full set of Viscera Draggers, and I cut the Elder Laurels altogether. So we'll see how that plays out. I just like the Viscera Draggers to give me another set of options to cycle on turn 2 alongside the Wayfinders and the Visionaries, so it's nice to have those early curve options and filling up the graveyard. I mean, Dead Reckoning can be a dead draw sometimes, but with Viscera Dragger in your deck, you can put a 3-power creature in the graveyard on demand. So right there, we just bin 2 land and Graveborn Muse off the assistant. But I think Viscera Dragger's ability to start building the graveyard for just 2 mana and cycle is just too important to the deck. So he's in there in 4 copies. So our opponent, whatever that is, I mean, it's not even a word. He just plays a Phyrexian Rager, loses a life and draws a card, and we pick up a 4th land, which is good, but it was a tap land, so we can't play our Graveborn Muse this turn, which I would have liked to do. We've got Viscera Dragger here, so I think I'll just play another Assistant and get that graveyard going. And if we drop a Graveborn Muse next turn, we'll have 3 zombies in play, which is a lot. So we've got the Craterhoof in here now, so he works. The reason I kind of went to him is because of Sheoldred. It really works well together. And do I attack here? I don't really mind a trade, I guess, because with Graveborn Muse, I mean, drawing 3 cards and losing 3 life per turn is going to be a lot. So yeah, he's just going to accept the trade, which is kind of good. Keeps his board empty, and it makes Graveborn a little less painful. So he's playing Dimir with Phyrexian Rager, but I got no other idea what sort of strategy he's playing. So let's just come on in here for 3, and let's see if he's going to ulcerate it. He's just going to kill it. Okay, which is fine. He kind of probably should have waited, because now I'm going to cast a Graveborn. He may have a counter for the Graveborn Muse all the same. So let's see if he's got a dissolve for that. He doesn't, and yeah, it's probably, yeah, he's going to ulcerate that. So he's killing himself here. He's after taking 1 off the Rager and 6 off his ulcerates, so he's down to 5 cards in hand, but he's up to 5 mana, and all my stuff is in the graveyard now. So right now I think I just spawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, spawn for 7, which is pretty big when you get to 5 mana. I mean, that size of a spawning on the 5th turn, and he's just gone. Yeah, that's game over right there. So yeah, I'm not sure about taking out the Runescarred Demons. I don't know how much the tutor is really necessary in the deck. Dead Reckoning is kind of a semi-tutor, and so is Sheoldred. So that's why I felt like cutting him out. I had to cut something at the top of the curve if I'm adding Craterhoof and Sheoldred. I mean, I'm adding a 7 and an 8 drop, so some 7 drops had to come out. I didn't feel like taking out Pelakka Worm, because I'm relying on this girl to draw me a ton of cards, and she hurts. So I really wanted to keep 3 copies of Pelakka Worm in here. So that's the reasoning behind cutting out the Runescarred Demons. And like I said, where is he? Right at the top here. He's gonna bounce one of my spiders and kill it. Having the full set of Viscera Draggers, it gives you 12 options now on turn 2 that you can do, that all of which replace themselves. Visionary Cycles. Let's cast another spawning here. Visionary Cycles, Rager Cycles, and Satyr Wayfinder finds you a land and starts building the graveyard. So it keeps you really active in the early turns. And cutting Elder of Laurels wasn't something I really wanted to do, but Craterhoof looks like he's pretty decent, and he works really well with Sheoldred. So I'm gonna try that. So let's just discard a Dead Reckoning here. Not that it matters, because he's dead now. I've got how many? 12 spiders to his 2 blockers. Yeah. Let's just swing for the win here. So yeah, so you put a Viscera Dragger in the graveyard, and then a pair of assistants, and then on the 5th turn you spawn for, I don't know, 7, what I think it was, or 6 or something. It's a pretty big game, just to beat down with spiders. A lot of times when you have that many spiders, you don't even need the Craterhoof or Elder of Laurels type effect. You just need to keep cantripping, keep moving through your deck. So yeah, that was a pretty quick one. So I think what I will do is play another one. let us, can't find a game in custom match, so let's create a 2-player game, see if someone jumps on in here. See if someone jumps in or not. It's not happening. Not happening. No games found. So I'll tell you what, I'll take you into the deck editor and just show you the list, and you can give me some feedback on where you think I took it and where you think it needs to be. Let's go into Golgari Swarm, let's edit the deck. So it's a bit different, like I said, than the other day. RuneScarred's gone, which just kind of makes me sad, but you know, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Come on, I don't understand how this takes so long to load up with just a group of cards. This is no fancy, flashy, graphical masterpiece that they've created here. This is just it's just a little arcade game, you know. But anyway, so yeah, I've still got the Visionaries and Wayfinders on turn 2, 4 of each. I've still got, or I've gone back up to the full 4 copies of Viscera Dragger because he puts himself in the graveyard. He's got 3 power, so he kind of also mitigates listen to me stutter, the tendency for Dead Reckoning to be a bit of a dead card early. So I still got 3 Reckonings because you know, they're interactive and it's nice to have a bit of removal. So the 3 power on Dragger is a lot to kill most stuff that you want to kill. And then of course you put them on the top of your library, you draw them, but then you get to cycle them, and it doesn't kind of, you pay a 2-mana tax, but you still get to draw the card that you would have drawn that turn. So that's pretty good. He's also a zombie as a hard cast. So I've got 10 zombies in the deck, 4 assistants, 4 draggers, and 2 muses. So you can really get the card draw engine going there. And Sheoldred, like I said, it's kind of a semi-tutor. You know, it's removal. Your opponent has to sacrifice creatures. You get creature cards from your graveyard straight to the battlefield. So that's, you know, I mean, if your Craterhoof is in there, you just bring it in and win the game with it that way. Or your Palaka Worms, or anything, or your Shadowborn, or anything. So, you know, at 7 mana, I think she's better than RuneScarred Demon, to be honest. So that was that cut. And since I was looking at the curve a little bit, and Elder of Laurels in the last deck was there as a one-of, as a tutor target. So you cast your RuneScarred Demon, and you go in and pick them up, and you'd win the game with them. But now that I've taken the RuneScarred Demons out, I felt like Craterhoof Behemoth is probably, you know, the singleton that does more work. You know, this deck doesn't have any trouble getting to 8 mana. So, and now it has Sheoldred to put it directly into play from the graveyard. So, you know, Elder of Laurels as a one-off in a deck that can't tutor it loses a lot of its value. So that's why I took him out. I'm still playing the Nemesis Immortals. I think the deck still really has a strong beatdown plan. You know, my version of the deck, you want to put a lot of creatures on the board early and swarm them, which is why I called it Golgari Swarm. It's got a Spider Spawning, Swarm of Spiders, but it's just got a swarm of cheap creatures and Vengevine and that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's 4 assistants, 3 Dead Reckonings, 2 Muses, 4 Draggers, Shadowborn, Sheoldred, 4 Visionaries, 4 Wayfinders, 1 Vengevine, 2 Arbor Colossus, 3 Spider Spawning, 3 Nemesis Immortals, 3 Palaka Worms, and Craterhoof, and the mana base hasn't changed. Still got the slight split towards green because all my 2 drops are green. But not, you know, again, it's only 11 to 9. It's not that far into green. I do need double green early for Nemesis Immortals. You can get them on turn 3 with your Wayfinders. So, yeah, that's where I've taken the deck. So if you want to comment, let me know if you think this is good, bad, or ugly. I mean, just let me know what you think. And that was my first playtest game, honestly, since the expansion came out with this deck. Turned out pretty good, but again, when you get 5, how many spiders did I get? 5, 6, 7, 8? I can't remember. I got a ton of spiders right on the 5th turn. You know, you're going to win a lot of games like that. So, all right, let me know what you think of the deck, and I'll see you for another video. I don't know when. I might even do an Is It Burn one right now. So, all right, thanks for watching.